Namaste. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tashmai Shri Guru De Namaha. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And bring your hands into prayer. Bowing your head and offering your practice today to this prayer. May all beings everywhere be happy and free, and may the thoughts, words and action of my own life contribute in some way to the happiness and freedom to all. Peace, peace, peace. There was lots of reasons that I wanted to talk about this word karma today. So action means karma, yeah? So especially in the West, karma is always looked at this kind of really bad thing, you knock someone's car and they say, oh, karma will come back to you, It's not always like that. So if we think about karma, it's in thought, word and deed, because it's action. Everything you think, say, do has a result. So your body, your mind, your speech, your actions, your intention, everything is down first to a thought, yeah? So karma can happen instantly. It can take a lifetime, yeah? It doesn't always come back straight away. So when your intentions behind your actions, that's where the title come from. So when you think, and it's one of Julie's favourite sayings, a thought is an action in rehearsal. A thought is an action in rehearsal. And when my teacher said that to me, I was like, oh, I messaged her later on. I heard it in a workshop and I went, can I use that? Because it was like a light going off in my mind. It was like, a thought is an action in rehearsal. That means I've got time. I have time to think about that. I don't have to instantly react on what comes into my brain. Why didn't anyone tell me that before? Why didn't anyone explain that to me before? So at the end of the day, you can be intentional or unintentional as well. In other words, your action can suddenly, you just do it and then go, oh my God, I didn't mean that. Yeah. But once through training, through study, it's like you can slow everything down. You can look at that thought and think, is it necessary? Is it worth it? Does it even need to be said or acted on straight away? So you have time to think. And how do you think you learn to do that? Practice. Practice. Maybe mantra helps you. Maybe chanting helps you. Maybe coming and moving your physical body helps you. I personally need all 8 limbs. Yeah, but it's like the 8 limbs of practice, which we've been studying in class. Yeah, maybe it's all of that that helps you think before you react. Yeah, does that make sense? So if we think about, as you said, conscious or unconscious, we start to have these thoughts come into our mind. And then what we do is we weed our garden, as I say. So as a thought comes into our mind, we weed it. We remove it if it's not necessary and needed. It just appears. We can't help it sometimes. Sometimes we don't even know where that thought come from, you know, and we can remove it. Does it serve me to think like this? And we remove it. The other thing is people don't look ahead enough. If I do this, what's going to happen in B? Do you see what I mean? Overfishing, climate change, the world now. If I press this little button because I've got the arse, I've got the ump, so I'm going to do it. But I don't think, because I haven't got control of my mind. I've released the reins, I've let the horses go galloping off, and I've not got control. I'll open my window, I'll throw my rubbish out, it don't matter. Yeah? And also, you're not considering anybody else. So then someone will come along and they go, well, they threw their rubbish there, so I throw my rubbish there because it doesn't matter because somebody else has already done it. You're not conscious. You're just blinkered. And you're not thinking about anyone else apart from you. And as we know in the 8 limbs of yoga, yama and niyama, that we consider other people and we consider other people's feelings if we're studying ourselves. So we lead by example. Someone asked me the other day, she's not here today because she's watching rugby, but honesty, I love. Yeah. So she said to me, do you really think that the scriptures are important now? More so now. They are so important now, the scriptures and these teachings. And she asked me another question, because I love a question. You know, do you really think that you can make a little change? Yes. Because if that means today, even just one of you leaves and thinks, my intention behind my actions is important. If that's just one, that's a massive thing. That if I lead by example, then I can make a difference, like Grant's wife did with her movie. Yeah? Just to make you think that if I do this, what's going to happen then? If I be greedy and I don't just fish, but I have a big trawler and I just rip the ocean, what's going to happen in the future?
You're going to get rich.
And then what happens? Then we all die. Because she can't even get out of her house because of flooding. Isn't it? Yeah? Yeah? Money won't matter when we're all under the water. Unless you've got a bigger boat. But you see what I mean? Yeah? It's that long-term effect, but we don't see it because we're just quick-tempered, instantly, want results now, we want money now, we want this now. But what's our intention behind it? So, does the scriptures make a difference? Yes, massively. So sometimes, on a smaller scale, yeah, not the oceans, on a smaller scale, is I always love to sort of say it this way. So I'm around my friend's house and I'm having a cup of tea. And I knock the cup on the floor and the cup smashes. Accident, complete accident. Or me and my friend are having a heated discussion and I knock the table because I'm getting frustrated and the cup smashes. The cup's still broken, yeah? But it's your intention behind your action that's made a massive difference. Massive. So as you say, it's still, the cup is still broken, but the difference is how the cup broke through your intention behind your action. So as you say, sometimes we can say something and it's that person has took it and misunderstood it according to their own mind. But my intention behind what I was doing, I didn't mean it. But you've took it the wrong way because of your mind. That's different. So as long as your intention behind everything you do is not through anger, jealousy, fear, and all of them other emotions, but your intention behind your actions is pure and is to the best of our abilities. And we all make mistakes sometimes, but it's why we're doing it to the best of our abilities. Julie is going to read something to us. She is. So she's going to read from the Bhagavad Gita, which most of you have got. This is why we chose this book. Okay? And it's from chapter 17.
The Sattvic perform sacrifices with their entire mind fixed on the purpose of the sacrifice. Without thought of reward, they follow the teachings of the scriptures. Calmness, gentleness, silence, self-restraint and purity, these are the disciplines of the mind. When these three levels of self-discipline are practiced without attachment to the results, but in a spirit of great faith, the sages call this practice sattvic.
So do we remember this word sattvic from class? So when we have this complete balance within our mind, body, it's this complete balance within us. We're not, you could say, being lazy, but we're not also running around like a crazy, letting the mind run crazy. So we need energy to get up and go. We need that tapas. We need that drive to get up to make changes. And we also need that energy to relax and meditate. So we need somewhere in the middle. And it's saying that when you've got that complete balance that you can do the both, you can stop and relax and be here, that this is when we can watch our thoughts, we can watch our words, we can watch our actions. We have so much more restraint and control over ourselves, yeah, with our actions. Because how powerful can words be? They don't have to be physical. Yeah, we were talking about that downstairs. Yeah? There's another one that I love. If every word and every thought you said appeared on your skin like a tattoo, how would you look? My mum just does it with a look. She doesn't have to say anything. She just looks at you and you go, ooh, yeah? But do you know what I mean? So this is where I like my teachers saying a thought is a thought is an action in rehearsal. So you have time to be able to do that. Does that bring more clarity to karma? So if we think of it as action, karma means action, thought, word and deed. Today we're going to look at some backbending. Now, on a physical and emotional level, why do you think backbending can be difficult sometimes?
When you're holding tension.
Letting go of the past, holding on to tension. So to start to relax and go back, it's also very vulnerable. Yeah, as you say, it's like heart opening. This is like, you know, this is our primal instinct to cover this up. You know, so also we have to learn to forgive ourselves for our past actions. Before I learnt, you know, unfortunately, loved salmon. Poor salmon. Yeah, you know, poor chicken. But it's like learning for whatever it is, and the other mistakes I made. Just learning to forgive ourselves and to open up and forgive us for our past mistakes. So this is going back and opening all this up is about forgiveness. Forgiving others, we're not protecting ourselves anymore, and forgiving ourselves, moving forward. Can you fix your karma?
Probably.
Yeah. So if we've made mistakes and we try to improve on that and we try to be a better human being, it's like, well, let's put some more, you know, in the basket, hoping we can weigh it out.
You've got to want to do it.
You've got to want to do it, but again, with a good heart. Not, take a photo of me giving to charity, you know, take a photo of me giving to a homeless person, put it all over Facebook. Look at me, I'm being a good person now. No, I don't think the intention's the right way. You know, so you have to do these things not to put on a show, to make your ego better, you know. It's to be the best version of you, because you want to be a nicer person. You want to not hurt others. Yeah, you want to try and uplift others. And lead by example. Namaste.